What's happening, everybody? I'm back. So, cheaters. Cheaters. Are you a cheater? Like, you don't gotta, nobody's gonna know. You could, in your mind, answer the question right now. Am I a cheater? Do I cheat? You know. I got a strong opinion on that. You know, like, hold on. Before we start, if you can, subscribe, you know, no big deal. Doesn't cost anything. Just throw me in the back with the rest of the subscriptions that you don't watch, you know. It's all good. I don't mind. Thank you. So cheating. Like, I noticed nowadays with this new generation and stuff, I noticed, like, it's like not no big deal. You know, like, when I was growing up, if you cheated, if you got caught cheating or something, oh, it was a big deal. It was, oh, you know what I mean? Your old lady threw you out, whatever. You know, it was a big deal. You know, you cheated, you know? But now, I noticed, like these kids say, like I watch other videos of young podcasters and young stuff, and oh, my old man fucked around on me, but they're together still. Like she's still standing right next to him. Oh, he fucked around on me last week or whatever. It's like, whoa. Like, you mean he cheated? Like like he's a cheater? Like, I don't know. I don't get it. Like, so I asked my kids, my daughters, you know, and they're like, oh yeah, it's, you know, it's kind of like a common thing with you know, young people. Guys cheating, girls cheating, everybody's cheating, but they're still together, and like, I don't know, that's pretty crazy, you know, but I guess it's like a new young thing right now, you know, but there's like a word for it or something. I can't think about it right now. But like me personally, my opinion, and I always feel like that this has always been my stance on it. I don't care what other guys say. Oh, you're a sucker. What? They don't really matter to me, you know. But I was raised by all women. You know, I was raised by my grandma, my mom, my two sisters. I had no brothers. I had no dad. You know, it's like, so I was raised up by all women, you know. My mom always taught me how to treat a woman, you know, and how a woman should treat me as well, right? Well, so like me when I was younger, if I wanted to, you know, if I was free, you know, let me give everybody a little bit of background for whoever's new right now. I'm an ex-con. I did like 15 years in and out of this system, you know, in California, from a teenager, 16 years old, till I was 31. I was in and out of the system. So, you know, but I was free a lot. I was in and out, you know, so I always just had it like, okay, if I'm going to be with if I want to be with women or other women, whatever, just be single. That's my whole stance on it. Just be single, you know? And if you want to be with a bunch of women, you want to sleep around and you want to whatever, just be single. Just don't get married. Don't have a girlfriend. Just don't, you know what I'm talking about? Just, you know what I mean? Like, it's like weird, like at work, I don't want to say any names, but it's not like you know who I know, but guys at work, like there's some scummy guys, you know, like some sleazy guys, you know, and they're proud of that type of stuff, you know. But I make it a point because I notice other people will join in and start saying stuff, making comments just because they think it's cool. It's like it's a guy thing, like oh, you gotta cheat to be a guy, or you gotta be a scumbag to be a guy, you know, like, but that's not true. Not all men are like that. Men aren't like that, you know. That's a youngster thing. That's a boy thing, you know, a little boy thing. But if you're married, if you got married and you wanted to still be a player, like, why'd you even get married? Like, you want to be a player, don't get married. You know, like, why would you get a girlfriend? Oh, I'm going to have this girlfriend, but I'm just going to have a bunch of other girls on the side. Like, that don't even make no sense to me. Like, why don't you just have a bunch of girls on the side? Just have a bunch of girls. And let them, you know, if you're a real player would let all these chicks know, like, look, none of you are my girlfriend, but I'm going to still keep all you guys right when I want you, you know? Like, that's what a real player, to me, I feel like, you know, if you, fuck, that dude's, damn, he even let them know, you know, and they still, you know, come to him. But all this lying and shit, and that's scum. That's slimy. You know, that's grimy. You know, like, you got your wife at home, kids. All right, I'm gonna give you an example. There's this guy at work. He doesn't work there anymore with us, but he's been trying to come back, and he's been talking to the boss, and the boss asked me, should I bring this guy back? And I'm just like, man, that dude, I really don't. He rubs me the wrong way. You know, I don't like the way he talks and stuff. And when he worked with us, I had to let him know, like, look, dog, I don't want to hear all that about your personal stuff. Like, I don't want to hear all that. That's not, to me, that's scumbag shit, you know? And, well, he had his wife at home. He had 2 kids, his wife at home, and a baby on the way. His wife was pregnant. And he was going to those Asian massage parlors and stuff when he would get paid, and he would go have sex with these prostitutes or whatever, you know? And it's like, damn, you're even having sex with a prostitute, you know, like, and you're taking that home to your wife? Like, come on, that's way out of line, way out of left field, you know, like. But, and I used to tell him straight up, you know, that's scumbag. To me, I think you're a scumbag. That's scumbag shit, you know? And he would tell me, tigers gotta eat. That's the dumbest. Tigers gotta eat. Like, that's the dumbest thing I ever heard, you know? But, like, I don't know. A lot of men, that's their mentality. And I don't know if it's I don't know if it's because other guys start talking like that, you know, and then everybody else just joins in because they want to be kind of cool or whatever, you know. But me personally, I don't condone that. I got three daughters and 1 son, you know. So it's like, I just think if you have you know, and I'm glad I haven't been through any of that stuff, like them crying over an ex or an ex cheating on them, or, you know, those are my little girls, you know, like, I would feel bad. I wouldn't know how to correct it, how to make them feel better, you know. But it's just not right, you know. Just be single, you know. Like, that's the easiest way, you know. You don't gotta hide your phone from somebody. You don't got nothing. If one of these girls that you're messing around with finds your phone, she's not your girlfriend, she's not your wife, she's just some chick, you know, like. And you know, I don't see no problem with that. If you're a single guy or a single girl, and that's your business. You want to be out there with a bunch of people, that's your business, you know. No big deal, you know. But everybody has parents and a family, and you know, and you do something, you know, you treat one of these girls bad, you know, it's like that's not right, you know, like, on purpose. You're just purposely like, oh, I'm gonna sleep with this chick and then I'm just gonna ghost her. I'm gonna make her fall in love with me. I'm gonna act like I love her and I'm just ghost her, you know, like, that's kind of scumbag, you know, like, you know, it's, I don't know. And, like, I just feel like all men are supposed to protect women. That's what I was always raised up. My mom taught me, you know, men, we're protectors. We protect our women, treat them like queens. You know, like, if that's my old lady, that's my old lady. I'm going to treat her like a queen, you know? But that, you know, I was thinking about what to make the video about today, and that came to my mind. You know, I was watching a couple little videos on YouTube. That's what I always do. I always like watch Like when I don't know what to make a video about, I'll start watching stuff, and then like something will pop up. I see something and or somebody will say something and it'll give me an idea. Like, oh, that's, you know what, I'm gonna speak on that, you know. And I was watching one of these stupid little shorts, and it's like 21 versus whatever, and it's like girls picking a guy or something, and one of them was saying something about it's cool if her man cheated, or I don't know. It was just weird and random. I was like, wow, that's pretty crazy, you know. Like that's the new generation nowadays. Like it's no big deal, you know. Like I don't know, but you guys let me know in the comments. Like, what do you guys think? Like, and be honest. Nobody knows who you are. Nobody's, you know what I mean? Just be honest. If you're a cheater, you're a cheater. I mean, own up to it. Man up to it. You know, like, just because I said you're a scumbag, it's all good, you know? It's your personal business. I would never, you know what I mean? But to me, personally, I think you're a scumbag. That's some scumbag shit. But just be real. Be honest. It's not like, you know, I could care less what any, you know, it's like, but, all right, everybody. Hope I didn't offend anybody. I'm sorry. But you know, I take that kind of serious, you know. It's just, I don't know. Be a man, you know. Don't be a little boy. If you're gonna get married and have a girlfriend or something, be a man about it. Be a man, you know what I mean? Be a man, you know. Don't be some little kid and treat them right. All right, everybody. Everybody have a good day, and God bless. Thank you very much.